Welcome back to WGLNA Gold League Season 3 Qualifier number 2. We're in day number 3. It's the quarterfinals. Tomorrow it's the semifinals and the finals. I'm Joshua Clutchgrade, joined on the set by Randall Rukel-Holcomb. And we are just checking up in Twitch chat. Soviet says IS-3, best spaceship in space since 1957.
Beautiful.
Nice play on words there against the T-32. Well, space race may be over, but the race to find out who's going to be joining us as the 16th team for the best teams in America is still going on. And the last two teams we have for tonight is Shock Therapy versus Simposaurus Rex. We saw Simposaurus Rex in the last qualifier. They made it pretty far. Unfortunately, they weren't able to do enough damage against their opponent to make it. Unfortunately as well, Simplistic is not going to be joining us.
They will not.
So
no waffles for you, sir.
no waffles. I know. Maybe we'll invite him out just in case.
Oh man. We have to.
We have to have at least one face-off with him or something.
Something.
He won the showmanship.
Maybe he can get on a team or something about halfway through the season.
A team representative.
Exactly. At
yeah,
least
we'll
to show
see.
up for those, just for the face-offs.
That was great, man. I want to have our editors make a montage of those face-offs because it would be really good. Really good. We have a lot of stuff we still need to put up on our Twitch page and
it takes a while.
our YouTube page.
There's
It
a lot of
does.
stuff.
It does. Well, I know you guys have been enjoying those promos that we've been having for the group play starting January 2nd with some of the members of Season 2 finals, but also with the World of Tanks girls. I want to remind everyone as well that you should sign up for the Open League in case you are wondering how eSports works for World of Tanks. Registration began on December 3rd, 2013. Rosters must be submitted for approval by December 15th, 2013. That's this Sunday. Qualifier rounds begin Monday, December 16th. That's this Monday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, 8:30 p.m. Central time, and 7:30 p.m. Mountain time. The Open League Winter 2014 rounds will occur every Monday and Friday. Once again, these rounds will occur every Monday and Friday, beginning at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time and ending at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. And that all starts December 30th, right before the new year begins. Other than the Gold League qualifiers, which you're currently watching, the only way into Gold League is to work your way up from Open League through Bronze and Silver. Rukel and I do not take bribes. Go to worldoftanks.com, click on Tournaments, then click on the Tournaments tab next to News, then scroll down to Open Qualifiers and click Participate. Has anybody ever bribed you yet to try to jump into the league?
No.
No, of course not. You have to have the skill in order to get in here.
Wouldn't let him in if they tried anyway. I don't know. What could I possibly do?
It's like,
hey,
Here,
Tom.
here's $50. Get me into your league. Like,
It's like,
no.
just like call Tom and be like, hey, Tom, could you let someone in? Tom would be like, Randall, what are
No,
you
we
asking
have
me
a- we
about?
have a
Why
whole-
would I let anyone in? Because you said so.
We have a whole process for people
Yeah.
to join, and I just detailed that process. You have the Open League, which all you have to do is jump in, and then after that you have the Bronze and Silver League, and in the which was formerly called the Minors and the Majors, correct?
Yeah.
So the Silver League, the top two teams that competed in the Silver League actually made it into the Gold League, and those two teams were Spurglords and Balalalakaya.
It's balalaika.
Balalaika,
There you go.
but now they call it the hashtag RU.
Yeah, I really liked balalaika as a name
Balalaika.
because it's an instrument. It's a musical instrument.
Balalaika is what I
You would
called
have just
it.
added lots of laws.
Well, it's Balalaika.
No, balalaika.
Seemed there was more.
It would
Anyway, Privyet and Udechi, which I believe means good luck in Russian. I might have completely
you said privet?
pushed it.
That's
Privyet
fine.
means hello, and then
That's-
Udechi means good luck. I think I have to pronounce it correctly. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the final matchup for the night, guys. Shock Therapy versus Simposaurus Rex on Cliff.
Taking a look at these tanks, we have a 110, an AMX 5100, an IS-3, a T-69, and an AMX 1390 for the side of, it looks like, Shock Therapy. For Simposaurus Rex, we've got, I like this one better, T-32 Pershing, 3 1390s.
And we have Okeano making his return here, along with Cinnabar, worst player in A.
You like that
And the
name?
rest of his teammates. Yes, because I remembered it from the qualifiers, which seems like yesterday once I see this roster. Revelator. And the T-32 is going to be holding the line, along with the 1390s pushing up to the front here. For the red team, that is going to be Simposaurus Rex. I always think of Simp as a red team because their moniker is in red as Simp, and
Yeah.
use red a lot, so it's fun to see them as the red team.
Just seems appropriate and fitting.
Shock Therapy, I think of lightning, and it's blue. By the way, I saw the trailer for Spider-Man 2. Not impressed.
The effects were kind of cool.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Not impressed by it. But, you know, trailers can be misleading.
Maybe it's better than the other Spider-Man.
I love Spider-Man 2. The Sam Raimi one. It's one of my favorite films of all time.
I didn't like Spider-Man.
It's all right. To each his own.
Yeah.
I just loved how a hero got to choose whether he wanted to be responsible or not. And responsibility is going to be the name of the game as Okeano takes down a maybe irresponsible DPRY-12. And another T1 falls, Cinnabar.
Yeah, now it looks like Campier 2001 in the 1390 along with Offender in the T69 will climb from the west, but all the heavy tanks from the side of Shock Therapy are still on the low ground. There's no high ground advantage here. They could get caught out, and if Simposaurus Rex recognizes their advantage, I fully expect Okeano may recognize his advantage because their shots
fired.
onto
Side.
the environment.
And that one of them was a bounce, and he's going to take a couple hits here. Offender and Campier are just unloading into the French tank. Okeano is going to have to be the one here and get some good shots, but he misses one. He gets another one. He has a tracked hit. 187. He's able to take down Campier to 566. And Mighty Pillow pushing in for the revenge kill as fast as he can against these two tanks. Uh-oh. T69 around the corner for him, but here comes the Pershing and the T32. Can they do it? 59 goes down. 59 HP left for that 1390. He falls. 600, now 800, 223 for Offender, and he falls down. Mighty Pillow gets the cleanup.
And 3 heavy tanks are still out of position. They are just trying to climb now. Drifter, the Smiling Prince, and the Environment are all just sitting there on the backside of a hill.
That was a sweeping blow from Simposaurus Rex.
Yeah,
Mighty.
Once they recognized where the enemy heavy tanks were, they just moved in. It was easy. It was 2v all 5, and I'm surprised Okeano died because he went in all alone without much support. With more support, that would have been an easy. We could be seeing just a sweep, an ace.
A-Large 2 in the 1390 looking for an opening against one of the 5100s. He's going to fall back a bit, though, and the 110 and the IS-3 are looking for a poke. A-Large 2 trying to... no, he tries to get the hit, but it's a miss. And he gets a shot on the other way. Environment takes a hit on the other side.
Now he's pinned behind a rock. He aims on Mighty Pillow, who is spotted from quite a distance away, but Mighty Pillow goes dark. Environment does take a blind shot. Don't think it connects onto the 1390. And yeah, he'll just give up at this point.
Revelator in the T-32 popping up around the corner.
Oh,
here.
shots onto Environment. He does catch fire.
588 at a 1400. And
Who
another
is spotting?
shot.
Who's shooting him? I don't see him at all.
Environment? Well, the T-32, the Pershing have complete open shots on him. A-Large 2 in the 1390 across the other way. May try to be scouting here, but they're lit up. Now only Environment's lit up. T-32 goes for a blind shot. And now all 3 of them have disappeared. No, IS-3, Drifter 80 has popped up again on the radar. And these long shots are not hitting yet.
Yeah, it's slowing down. I guess Simposaurus Rex just wants to get the easy kills. Drifter 80 has taken a few hits. He's tracked in the open. Does finally get that repaired. And he's at 457. Another bounce onto him. Another track shot. Looking for more pens from that T-32 or that Pershing. They're not seeing anything. These heavy tanks aren't in the view range. So right now, they're just sitting here blind in the open, just getting whittled down ever so slowly. And there goes the IS-3.
A-Large is able to get that kill. And these T-32, the T-32 and this Pershing, that 400-meter range, is able to see these tanks from far away and get the kills. 110 is hit.
Yeah, he's taking more and more hits from somewhere. And finally, Mighty Pillow is spotted as he puts side shots into the Smiling Prince. Front shots from the T-32 and Pershing finally get spotted. And now tanks are getting lit. It looks like the Smiling Prince even has the 122 on his 110, going for that derp. And now he's down to 316. 2 more shots will finish him off. Blind fire off towards where A-Large was. Not going to get a connection.
Mighty Pill in the 1390. Waiting to push up here. Sees the 110 and the 5100. And now he's going to aim for the kill just between this rock crevice. Nice shot. 223 damage. 141 left for Environment. He gets the cleanup kill. Takes a hit on his side, though, for 88 damage. A-Large at 777. He needs to go buy a lottery ticket after this match. Mighty Pillow at 88. Pushes up, but no. A-Large 2 gets the kill. And that's it. Simposaurus Rex takes battle number 1 on Cliff.
Yeah, with lineups like that, you're not going to perform well on Cliff. You just aren't. And especially if you're going to take the low ground, not putting all of your tanks in any kind of crossfire, just 3 heavy tanks sitting down below. Just easy.
Easy.
Just easy battle for Simposaurus Rex. I'd expect a better performance probably if they can take that to a city map.
Well, the push in from Mighty Pillow for the sweep, he was up against a T69 and another 1390, and I thought, oh no. But they didn't do enough damage to him when he came around the corner. There was this hesitation against stopping his push.
They wasted a lot of shells on Okeano.
That's right.
The 1390 must have been reloading.
He was
after that.
dodging, man. He was matrix dodging those shells.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he did absorb a lot of them too, which, spoilers, he absorbs a lot of them, but then he realizes he's the one because Trinity kisses him.
And then it's all good to go.
And it's all good to
I
go.
mean, yeah, after that point.
You know, he was the highest paid actor of all time for The Matrix Reloaded.
Oh, in just the Matrix.
No.
How much was he paid?
152 million.
Really?
At least.
Whoa.
Keanu face. Yeah, he got paid at least $152 million for the second Matrix film.
That's disgusting.
He is one of my favorite actors. People are like, he doesn't do much acting. No, he does. He's a very specific style to his acting.
Yeah,
and
typecast, right?
Yeah. But he also did one of the best AMAs on Reddit too. Did you read that?
I did read that
about the. So good.
Yeah.
And I watched Man of Tai Chi, the first film he directed. It was good. It had a lot of Chinese production, so the format of the story is a little bit different compared to American movies, but I liked it a lot.
Okay.
So we had a couple more, about a minute and a half left. A couple more minutes, minute and a half. Just falls in between that gap of a couple and one.
Yeah, they got a minute. Minute and a half is the battle timer. We used to have a 3-minute one. That was a little bit long.
It was.
Minute 30 is about all the time you need to pick your tanks if you're a pro team.
Well, we just may have a Waffentrager being brought here. We just may.
Oh, man.
The Rumba, as or people like to call it, but also the Waffle.
I call it the Waffle. It's just better that way.
Waffentrager.
Yeah. Waffen, Waffle, Trager, Tiger.
Waffle.
But it doesn't actually translate that way, of course, but it's just a silly name that's fun.
Waffle Tiger.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be the map choice. East play, shall we see? No, it's probably going to be maybe another Railroad Tactician play. Which did not favor the last team that tried to do it because their north was completely exposed. So you got to watch out, guys. You got to have those T1s in good positions to assess that information so you can act accordingly. For example, if you're going down the railroad tracks and you realize, wait a second, they're all pushing north against us, one of us may have to sweep around to try to get that counter flank. But it's tough because it's such a long map because of those railroad tracks. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Battle number 2, Simposaurus Rex versus Shock Therapy on Ensk.
Taking a look at the tanks, we will have an AMX 200, 3 IS3s, and DPRY12 will take the Waffle. Along with, actually, we're going to see a light tractor, lull tractor here. So my dream is coming true. I'm seeing my lull tractor. You get to see a nice Waffle Tiger in action. On the other side, 110, 2 5100s, 3 and 2 IS3s.
Unfortunately, Shock Therapy has been down a man, and that will continue here in the battles. But that's only a T1.
It hurts, though.
It still hurts.
Those T1s. T1s are so valuable.
People say, Clutch, it's only a T1. What are you talking about? Well, that's very true. It's eyes and ears that are gone on the map.
Yeah, it's the strategy of min-maxing to bring 5 tier 8s, bring 2 tier 1s seems to be the real best strat. A lot of people wonder about the T1 choice. They're like, why do people bring T1s when there's 2 8s in this battle? And they don't recognize a lot of the time that there's 42 tier points, guys. 42 tier points, so you can have 5 tier 8s and you can have 2 tier 1s. You could bring a bunch of tier 6s and have more people in medium-sized tanks, but when you go up against tier 8s, you're just going to get alpha down in a second. The only tanks that are going to be able to survive even a few seconds into an engagement are going to be tier 8s. If you don't bring them, you're not going to do well, and you need these T1s to just overperform for their tier in order to really win, because the best tier 1 players are going to just decimate any other team.
Well, Cinnabar in the 110 could decimate anyone coming across the 5 line to the south, but nothing is popping in that area at all for him. 8:57 on the clock, nothing really engaging for either of these players. Worst player, NA, is going to be over on the railroad tracks. He's not spotting anything yet. What do we have for Shock Therapy? Are they just straight up defensive in the west?
Very defensive. They've got their Waffle and another heavy tank. The 5100 sitting far back with a bit of coverage by the IS3's offender, looking reverse angled, looking down one of the middle approaches to the northwest. Got Drifter looking at a ceiling. It looks like, he's got his gun kind of pointed up in the air. Don't know what's up with that. Could be doing a little bit more. There, he actually does notice worst player.
Maybe he's hitchhiking, you know? Drifter, throwing his thumb up in the air, throwing his turd up in the air. I need a hitch, guys. No, it's not the case at all. He just was looking at the scenery. But the 5100 is going to be looking at some scenery of victory here. Air News 39 Trying to land something in his sights and nothing yet. So he's going to push up.
A-Large is spotted in the T1 as he passes by a window, barely avoiding Drifter, who's just looking for that T1. Cinnabar also spotted, so a lot of tanks from Simposaurus Rex get spotted out. Drifter takes a shot, but no connection onto anything. And now Air News is spotted, and the jig is up. Environment goes to try and defend against that. We see the flank coming together. Campier taking shots in the side while he attempts to deal with the front, turns aside and takes a shot. So we've got great crossfire on Campier. More shots coming out on other IS-3s. Offender going down all the way. First tier 8 goes down. Campier should be next.
Okeano is able to get that kill against Offender. Now Air News 39 is not going to break the wall yet until his friends are in trouble and needs it, and they do, except he's focusing up to the north, trying to get the turrets to focus on him, but he's taking too much damage from Campier 2001 across the way. However, that's going to force Environment to stay behind for one more shot, and here comes the push of the IS-3s. Revelator is going to lead that one as Air News 39 keeps Campier 2001 behind
738 damage from DPRY in that waffle. It hits so hard.
Mighty Pillow took a big hit at 340 HP left for him. Drifter 80 can clean this up. A bounce shot, though, on both sides from these tanks. And Revelator pushes up in his IS-3 to try to counter that. Cinnabar is able to destroy Campier 2001. Great isolation play here coming out of the 5100, but Drifter 80 gets that kill. The Rumba, the Waffentraga, is waiting for another open shot, but Okeano's going to be cruising across the way in the 5100, and he's going to be way too exposed here. Drifter 80, still in the line of sight. 16 HP left for him. Okeano's going to wait. He gets the final shot. And a missed fire from the Rumba as he's going to pull back. That would have been decimated at 5100, but it's going to be too little too late. Environment still left alive at 322. Rumba falls, and now Okeano can go for the cleanup kill along with Air News here.
Yeah, just a solid defense, but it looks like Simposaurus was too well prepared. Victory. Simposaurus Rex.
Nice play coming out of Simposaurus. I really want to look at the team score here for Air News 39. He was in a great position to keep firing against the enemy teammate, and that was Campier 2001 in that IS-3. Where Campier was positioned, let's go ahead and jump over here to Air News 39 again. Where Campier is positioned, this allowed 7 of those 9 hits to hit into the IS-3, or how many shots that he fired, to keep him pinned down. Environment was up to the north side as well, along with one of his teammates, the Rumba. And I thought that Air News was going to focus on where the IS-3 target was, the other IS-3 for the rest of his teams to be open to get the first tank kill. No, he kept those 2 tanks pinned in those 2 positions, allowing for the rest of his teammates to move in unfired upon. Really smart play from him. Really smart play.
Yeah, I really like seeing that. Just Simposaurus Rex knew how to take apart this entire defense just with such ease. It was too easy for them. Shock Therapy just looking like they're not on the same level as Simposaurus Rex in this matchup. I'm expecting probably a 3-0 out of this.
Most likely, but it's still anybody's game. This could be a comeback from Shock Therapy. We're going to find out what the next map is right now. Looks like it's going to be Ruinberg, and defensive play again is not going to go in the favor of Shock Therapy, because making Simposaurus come to you is just like being Professor Grant and Tyrannosaurus Rex coming at you from Jurassic Park. Yes, we made 2 Jurassic Park references tonight. That is a record. Mark it. And for Ruinberg, north versus south position, Delta Village.
Well, Shock Therapy is going to have the north. So I'm not liking that so much. They chose the north. They've lost. And I don't know if that's exactly the smartest choice, because Simposaurus Rex, I'm calling it. They're going for that cap. It's got to be it. It's really going to be the objective.
Going from the west city side.
Southwest, push it on over. It's going to be easy for him, I think.
Not only is it a great airline that takes us to Vegas for the finals that we've had in the past, it's also a very good play to have on Ruinberg in that Southwest.
I had one bad flight with Southwest.
Really?
There was a horrible storm. I had to go from Greenville, South Carolina out here. I spent about 16 hours in the air, just in the air, to get out here because of a few storms. So I had to get rerouted. I went to Chicago. I hit up Denver. I went to Texas, and then I finally got here. I had to land twice in Texas.
Wow. Well, did you sign up for frequent miles? Because I'm sure that'll accumulate.
I wish I'd signed up.
Oh, guys, sign up for miles. Sign up for miles. It's free. Accumulate those miles. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the game. Battle number 3, Ruinberg. It is Shock Therapy versus Simposaurus Rex.
Let's see how many miles they can get in this battle. 110, 2 IS-3s, and 2 T-32s for the side of Shock Therapy. 2 5100s, 2 IS3s, and a 1390 for the side of Simposaurus Rex. You're finally going to get to see some T-32s in a city map.
Well, it's a hybrid map. It's half and half. You got the TIE Fighter up to the northwest as well, which makes it kind of it's in thirds. You have the city, the open countryside, and you have galactic warfare happening a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Worst player is going to be in the 5100, and he's going to go to the East Coast. East Coast, Beast Coast.
Well, it's not a coast out here. It's just a field, Clutch.
I know, but I'm thinking of America.
America. I think this is in Europe, Clutch.
You know, I know. It was so funny when I was walking in South Korea, and I would sit in a bar, and I'm like, I'm way too big for the bench and stuff. And I go, South Korea just can't handle this much freedom.
America. And what would the Koreans think?
I just said, 안녕하세요. bulgogi juseyo, which means please give me some barbecue meat.
Delicious bulgogi.
Oh man,
I love
so
that
good.
stuff.
A-Large 2 in the T1. I've seen him in multiple variations of different. I want to say he's been on many sim teams.
Maybe. I don't remember Simposaurus
Maybe
Rex.
it's just Simposaurus Rex then. But Offender takes the first shot along with Campier. Campier 2000 getting hit pretty hard here. So's the environment. This is a lot of traded fire coming out.
The environment's getting focused down already. 484 hit points. A few bounces here and there, but he may take another hit as it looks like the Smiling Prince comes in to block for him, but the Smiling Prince is now going to get caught out. He tries to put out a shot, no connection, and now the Smiling Prince is down to 492. They're just lining up to take the damage.
This is a sweep, and the red team is now putting pressure on the flag cap. Is that Cinnabar? No, it might be Okeano. Yes, I think it's Okeano. No, it's not Okeano. Is it A-Large too? No, who is over there?
Who is over there? Pick the light tanks.
It is Cinnabar. Cinnabar made it all the way over there. There we go. With a minute and 19 seconds left, this is going to force somebody to move back. And when one of those tanks is not on the front line, that means the rest of these Tier 8 tanks can push in. Air News, however, getting lit up on the side. Somebody.
As Campier and Offender finally moving in for a flank, making some kind of tactical move. With that, they can get maybe something done. DPRY is moving back, but the environment is down to 73 hit points. And just a little bit more. Offender moving in, and he just goes straight for Air News. They're actually going to try and focus him down. They'll actually get a kill. Air News goes down. Simposaurus Rex not being proactive enough to keep the lead, and now we have a counter push out of Shock Therapy.
Well, they're being engaged enough to make sure the T1 stays alive from far away. The T-32 trying to get a shot from that far. Drifter 80, but now Revelator's going to push in against him along with Okeano. A minute and 31 seconds left now as there was a reset, it looks like. T1 battle happening. And here comes the cleanup crew. The Tier 8 still left alive, going for Campier and Offender. Worst player NA in the 5100, who was to the rear, now going to move in a sweep position. Nice play by him, not being in the front lines, but waiting as a reinforcement tank. Is going to get some shots against the IS-3 to the rear of his armor, and that's the last Tier 8. This is the last battle for tonight because it is going to be Simposaurus Rex in a 3-0. It's just a matter of time. Offender now at 270, worst player NA, gets the last shot, and that does it. Simposaurus Rex moves into the semifinals. We will see them tomorrow night.
Well played, just on a completely other level than Shock Therapy. That's just really what it was. Shock Therapy tries to bring it, but they don't really have the tank compositions and really the strategy. They don't even have the 7th guy, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. And Shock Therapy, you made it pretty far in the qualifiers. Better luck next time. Hopefully we'll see you either in the Open League or we'll see you in the qualifiers for Season 4 of the WGLNA Gold League. Well, that does it for tonight, folks. To recap who won, Victoria's Secret took the first game. They were followed by the Doge Squad, who was able to win out against the Landing Zone Slayers. C'est La Vie lost to the T-32 Best Tier 8 2013. Best Tier 8 will be moving on into tomorrow, followed by Simposaurus Rex. A lot of good teams, 4 teams left. We'll be down to 2 after the semifinals, and then only 1 to join us in group play. As a reminder, group play will be happening January 2nd. We'll have 3 intense weeks, 4 nights a week of intense World of Tanks battles, 5 matches a night. And after those 3 weeks, we will find out